Hello crafters, it's Dawn here from Dawn's Inspirations. I came back off my holiday and I received this lovely parcel in the post, and this is from one of my YouTube followers, Maria, and she sent me a beautiful card and this lovely parcel enclosed as a gift of friendship, and I wanted just to share it with you because it's a lovely bag of goodies that I'm looking forward to using. There's lots of little goodies in here, so I'll just pop the bag to one side. She sent me these are die cuts with a view, and this is the pet stack, and she sent me loads of papers that relate to cats and dogs. Now I don't have any pets myself, but I know a lot of you crafters do out there, so I'm looking forward to doing a little mini album here with these with some cat and dog themes. So there's these lovely papers that I can use. She also sent me through this lovely pink butterfly embellishment with the little crystals on it here, and it's beautiful. It's all bagged up there, so she's obviously got that from her local craft store, so I'm looking forward to having a go at using that. And this lovely kid canvas bag here, which I'm thinking, oh, decorate that up, but perfect to house a little mini album. So I'm looking forward to making a little mini album to go in there. And then she sent me this through. This is a page. I've seen it on the internet before. It's by a lady called Elsa from Just a Few Designs, and she's designed this page out of one sheet of double-sided 12x12 paper. She uses it a lot in her albums, and a lot of people have copied what she's used. So this is her paper design. Her name's Elsa, and it's Just a Few Designs, and it's called the one-page binding tutorial. I'll put a link at the bottom of this video if any of you are interested. So I'm looking forward at having a go at making an album using these little pages. You know, an album like that would be perfect to fit inside a little bag like that, you see, as a little gift. So I'm looking forward to having a go at that. So thank you, Maria, that's really great, because I haven't actually made one of those yet. So I'm going to pop all those details in there. So that's that. And then she also sent me these, and this is why she got in touch with me. She'd seen a paper bag mini on YouTube, and she found it hard to follow the lady that did it. The lady was, let me bring my bit of paper here. The lady was Stephanie Miller. She'd done a lovely tutorial, but Maria found it hard to follow because it was quite long. She found it just hard to follow, and asked if I would make the mini album and do a tutorial for her. So this is why she sent me these lovely bags, which I'm absolutely delighted about, because here in the UK we don't get paper sacks like this at all. Not in the craft stores, not in the supermarkets. You can't go and buy paper sacks. I've searched the internet in the UK here as well, and the only people I've come up with are Seven Gypsies. They do a line of black paper sacks for crafting, but again, everywhere I've tried, they're sold out. I've been to several craft fairs, can't get hold of them, so I'm really struggling here in the UK to get hold of them. But thankfully Maria sent me these, so I'm really pleased. She sent me some smaller ones here. These are 3.5 inches by 6 3/4 inches and 2 inches. So these are lovely little paper sacks. These have got the square bottom on them, so they're perfect for crafting with, and they're nice and sturdy as well, so I'm really looking forward to using those. So she sent me these little ones. Just pop that back inside there. And then she's also gone ahead and sent these bigger ones. These are by Celebrate. I think you get them from either Michael's or Joann's in America. And these are what they call paper sacks £3, which means £3 in weight, so that's obviously the weight they take. And the size, if I read it out in inches, is 4.7 by 2.8 by 8.9 inches. So there again, I'll put all the details at the bottom of the video here. She sent me a mixed pack of 12, and in here you've got 6 white and 6 black, and then another pack here of 12 craft ones again. So these are lovely sacks. I'm really looking forward to using one. I'll just take one out to show you. As I say, we can't get hold of them like this in the UK, so it's absolutely brilliant that I can craft with these. So she sent these out to me. As you can see, they've got a square bottom on them, and they've got a gusseted side. so they're perfect. So I'm really looking forward to having a play with these. So as I say, can't get these in the UK, but I have been having a mooch round and search around on my supermarkets, and I come up with a few that you could adapt. This is one that I got from the supermarket, and this is a bag I picked up, and it's for like children's pick and mix sweets. It has got a gusseted side, which is a bit wider, but it has got the square bottom. I know it's bright colours, but depending on what paper collection you were using, you could get away with using this. They are a thinner quality. They're not the same quality as the ones here from America, which is a bit of a shame. So I was just sort of having a search around to what I could try and use, or you could use here in the UK. So that's one. Another one I found again, another supermarket. This is a bag for mushrooms when you buy your mushrooms in the supermarket. It's got a nice gusset side again, but it doesn't have a square bottom, but you could quite easily fold it to make a square bottom. Again, the quality is not as thick, but I'm going to try and have a go at making an album with these and see how I get on. So that was that one. And then another supermarket again, another bag for mushrooms. This has got a gusseted side, again no gusseted bottom, but you could adapt that or just unpeel that and re-stick it. It has got a clear cellophane window on it, but I don't think that's a problem, because I think once you've stuck paper over that, you won't see it, and if anything, I think it'll be stronger than the paper, because the paper's not particularly thick. So I know my UK ladies have been telling me on Facebook they can't get hold of these bags, but have a search around your shops and supermarkets. Another good one of my ladies did tell me at a crop this weekend is if you go to the pharmacy and pick up a prescription, they come in a gusseted bottom bag like these. So you could always pop into your local pharmacist and ask if you could just buy half a dozen of their bags off them, or put a donation in their charity box. And they tend to be white, mainly white as well, like these ones. So you could get away with using those as well. So it's just worth going into your stores, you know, or if you see a store using a bag that you think, oh, I could use that for a paper bag mini, go and ask them if you could just buy half a dozen or 4. I mean, an album that I'm working on at the moment, I've only actually used 4 of these bags this size. I've only used 4, so I'm sure they wouldn't mind selling you some to put a donation in a charity box or to buy off them. So it's worth giving it a go. So I'd just like to thank you again, Maria, for my lovely crafty stash. So this is my little crafty stash I've got here. I wanted to go ahead now and just show you a few of the mini albums that I've made with the bags and the paper collection that Maria sent me from the US, just to give you a little taster of what I've been up to with those bags. I've made 3 little mini albums, and then I've also got a large mini book, which is a work in progress, as you can see. It's all tucked up in here in my box. This is going to be an online workshop because it's quite a big project, as you can see. So this is going to be a really mini book, really. So so that is work in progress to come. So that's going to be an online workshop, so look out for that one. And that's made with 4 of the black larger paper sacks. So I'll keep posted on that when I've got that all finished. But here are some mini albums that I've made that are really quick and easy to do, and I'll just walk you through them so you've got an idea of what I've been up to. So I'll just pop these to one side first. This was the album originally that Maria asked if I would do a tutorial on. This was an album that was designed by Stephanie Millers, and she's done a she did a Ustream class on this mini album, and it was called a Mother's Day paper bag pocket wallet mini album. But a couple of you have been in touch because you found it hard to follow, and asked if I'd do a quick tutorial on it just to break it down into quick elements. So all kudos to Steff Millers, and I've really enjoyed making the mini album that she designed, so I just thought I'd walk it through with you. This is one that I've made, I'll just put this to the one side. This is one that I've made with scraps I had from a paper collection. This was using the smaller bags that Maria sent me. So it just shows you, by using scraps that you've got left out of a paper collection, that you too can make these little projects. So you don't have to go and buy any special papers for these. I mean, as I say, this was made totally purely with scraps that I had left from another project I was working on. So that's the beauty of these mini albums, is that you can use up what you've got left. So as you can see, lots of little bits in here that would have probably sat in my scrap box not doing a lot. So here now I've got a lovely little mini album with lots of places for photographs, so it's absolutely perfect. And then it's got the back pocket on the back as well, that's held down with a magnet, and extra photo mat in there, space for journaling, and also a little booklet there that I can put journaling and photos in as well. So that was one that I've made with sort of scraps that I had left. And then using the bigger bags, I've made this little wallet, and I made this to house my daughter's prom pictures. I haven't added loads of photographs on it. As you can see, it's quite narrow, and I've kept it that way because I want to keep this one in my handbag, or my purse as you call it in the US, as a little brag book to show my friends pictures of my daughter's prom. So that's why I haven't got lots of embellishments on the outside, and it does stand quite thin, so it's a nice size to keep in my handbag. So, you know, I could have risen all this lot up on pop dots, you know, to make it all stand out. I'll put little crystal flowers and embellishments on here, but there again, I could have put 3D flowers like Steff Miller did on her tutorial to really make it stand out. But I've kept it quite flat because I want to put it in my handbag. So again, open this up. I've gone ahead now and filled this with pictures of my daughter's prom. So as you can see, I followed her tutorial. This is just using a generic paper collection. This is called Carte Noire, I think. I'll show you on the tutorial anyway. So again, showing you all the elements the same as the little bag, but this now has got the photographs in it, so you can see it all come together. In here I've added 2 full-sized little photo books, so they take 6x4, because the bag opens up, as you can see. You've got room with the, because you've got that seam to house 2 bags, and I just put the string on them so you could pull them out easily. So to put lots of pictures in, because there was loads of pictures from the prom, so that's why I've done it that way. And then I've got the tags at the top so you can just pull it out. And then on this side I made a little photo book to house more pictures, and then because I had more pictures, I put a photo mat as well, and then I've also put a nice picture behind, so you just not got plain paper behind, so you've got another element of surprise when you open it. So that's the inside of the book. And then if we turn it over on the back, magnetic closure again. I filled all the top flap with photographs and the bottom, added gems and some washi lace tape, and then some photo mats again with even more pictures on. So great mini album. So all kudos to Steff Millers for the mini album. I'll leave the link to the tutorial at the bottom, but this is the album that Maria asked if I would do it in a slower pace that she could follow. So this is one album that I've made. So I'll leave the link at the bottom, but I just wanted to show you what I've made with the Crafty Stash. That's one album. Then watching Steff Miller's, I found another album that she'd done. This was another one that she's done. I can't remember what it was called, but there again, I'll leave a link to the bottom of the video. And in here I've used 3 of the paper sacks, large colour again in the crafts, and I've added extra cardstock, and this was using the die cuts with a view pet stack, excuse me, that Maria sent me, and these were 6.5 by 4.5 papers, and majority of them were dog, and then there was a few cats. So in this album I've used all the dog type papers to make this album. So this is another one of Steff Miller's which I really enjoyed, so I thought I'd share it with you again. I'll leave the link to her tutorial on this because it is easy to follow. So big photo mats that you can just slide in there. I'll put it on a ring binder this time for something different. Got a pocket at the back here, more photo opportunities, and then in camera shot, and then another tag again. So as you can see, each page is the same, but each page you've got large photo mats, 2 large photo mats, so plenty of space for 6x4 photographs of your favourite pets, and then obviously a smaller mat as well. I used all the paper up. I've not got hardly any paper left at all, so I even cut up all the last few of the sheets. I was going to put a cover on this album, but I felt because it was the tag style, it didn't really warrant having to have a cover on it. I thought it was more like a tag book. So actually having it like that, I don't think it needs to have a cover on it at all. So I've left it totally like that. I made a little tag myself and added a bit more of the paper collection, and I've left the back blank so I can do my journaling on there for who it's for. And then I've got a couple of little charms just from my Crafty Stash that say best friend, because your dog should be your best friend or your man's best friend. And then I've added lots of fibres and ribbons to the rings just to hide them. So another little great mini. That was one of Steff Miller's as well, so that was really good. I really enjoyed making that. And then with the last of the paper that Maria sent me, I made this little album. And let me just move these up out the way. This is what I'm calling my one bag brag wallet. I really enjoyed making this, and I made this out of one of the paper bags and a sheet of 12x12 craft card. So again, a nice little thin album. That's why I called it a brag wallet, because perfect to fit in your handbag to add some photographs to. And that's there again why I kept it flat. This time I've used all the cat style paper from the paper collection. It's got a magnetic closure again, and then it opens out. Let me just bring this in camera shot. Opens out, and then you've got all the elements here, so you've got plenty of spaces for photographs. And then in here, because you've got the element of the bag that opens, you've got 2 photo mats that pop inside here. Here I didn't have enough paper for this one, so I got a piece of card, covered it in glue, and I just added strips of all the paper that I had left, and then cut round it to make a little photo mat of the papers. So I've literally used every last scrap of paper. So that goes in that one there. So you've got the 2 in that pocket. That opens out flat. So space again here for photographs, and here, and then another photo mat with more space for photographs to go inside there. So that is my one bag wallet brag book, which I think is really nice. I've gone ahead and made a tutorial up for this because I really enjoyed doing it, and I've just done this out the same paper collection as I did the prom paper. So there is a tutorial on this. I'll leave a link for the bottom when I get the tutorial up. I haven't got that up and ready yet, but I will do when I get it live. But I know my ladies in the UK can't get these paper sacks, which is a real shame. We can't get them over here at all without paying US shipping. But what I have done on the tutorial for this album is I've gone ahead and I've also made one with an ordinary, to show you, an ordinary supermarket mushroom bag. So it's not as thick as the craft sacks that we've got that Maria sent me. It's thinner, but I just wanted to show a version of it so my UK ladies could also join in with this tutorial. So I made this album, and I do show on the tutorial how to make this album just out of that bag. So again, it opens up. You've got the 2 photo mats exactly the same. You've got a pocket there. I'll show you how to add a pocket, because on these bags there isn't a bottom seam. So I'll show you how to make a pocket to add another photo mat. But by adding the cardstock and the paper, you can see again it's a very sturdy wallet brag book, so it can be done. So you UK ladies can also join in with me. So I'm putting some tutorials out for these. I'll put a tutorial out for this one for you. This is one of Steff Miller's, so I'll put the link to her tutorial on that. And then this was the one that Maria asked me to do with Steff Miller's, and I've done a quick basic tutorial on that, but I will also put the link for that one. And then, as I say, this one is work in progress that is happening, and this is going to be an online workshop because it's a bigger project. And this is 4 paper bags, and this is going to be a paper bag mini album. Not quite so mini, it's going to be quite big, but watch this space on my online workshops. If you subscribe to my website or YouTube channel, you'll get a reminder when this goes live. I haven't got it finished yet, so it won't be live just yet, but that is also coming, so I'm really excited about that when I get that finished. So 4 great projects in total coming up. So I'm Dawn from Dawn's Inspirations. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoy what I've made with Maria's Crafty Stash in the US. Bye bye for now.